Hi, Moon Babes. So happy full moon. It's pretty much happening right now in the sign of Leo. So we have a request from the beautiful Patty Powell, I think I said that right, who is a gorgeous Gemini. And she said, can you do a report on the full moon? So, okay, yes, my darling, I can. Basically, there is a little bit of speculation as to whether or not this is a supermoon now. That's just a name. It's going to be one of the closest moons to the Earth, and the energy is going to be strong. That's pretty much what it means. It's going to be amplified, and it's in the glorious energy of Leo. So when we get full moons, we're really affected by the pull, just like the oceans and the waves are affected. We too are made of water and we're affected by this, and our energy fields dependent on where the moon is shining and what part of the star system those energies are sort of filtered through. So it's going to be in Leo, which, as we know, Leo's, the main, you might be paying a little bit of extra attention to your hair or to big ideas. So think of the lion and how the lion conserves energy and makes those moves, those big sort of power moves. Now, the really nice thing is this happens just as instinct. It's not like you're not going to be necessarily amping yourself up. You're just going to have that courage. It's just going to exist, assisted by this full moon energy. So more than likely, you're going to find yourself like in new situations or doing something super cool where you're like, this is unlike me, but I'm really enjoying myself. Or this was super brave of me. Look at me go. Something like that. So you might be, terrified of cooking, and all of a sudden you are learning amazing recipes. Okay, so you're going to find yourself in a situation where you just have this instinctual courage. You're just going forward. Maybe you're asking somebody out. I don't know, but there's something that is going to happen where you're going to have this just this sense of self-worth and confidence, and it just is, and it's sort of like not even a big deal. It's just more of a new experience. And that in itself is a huge deal. When we move energy, shift things, we get a change and a flow in energy, and this is positive. Everything is always moving. So when we do something new that's out of our comfort zone, that too is always, that's like moving energy as well. So it's going to give this sense of like uplifting, Leo is all about the heart and the heart connection. So you're going to find yourself sort of feeling quite grounded and quite well-rounded, taking up a little bit more space, using a little bit more like I think and I am, and I want. So your passions and desires are going to be coming forward at this time. Now, this, in fact, if it is the supermoon, is the first of a series of 4. Again, there is speculation. Some people are saying there's only 2 supermoons this year. I'm not an astrologer or a scientist. I don't really know, but I do feel like this is very strong energy, and the 2020 vibes are happening, and I sort of lean towards the fact that it is quite more than likely that we do have a series of full endings, beginning supermoons to kick off this year. So what that means is it's this beautiful little time capsule of like really like rounding out and creating dreams and imagining that new. So what would that new story look like, feel like, that new experience? What would it, feel like in your being, to be living that reality that just seems like a dream at this stage, but that you could bring forth and know that you have this moon giving you this courage and this amplification of energy, and it's truly glorious. Now, we also have Venus shining in Aries, which means this extra boost of passion and just determination and persistence, like this going forward, and sort of like no fear, no shame, just go for it, and also claiming our identity. Who am I? And so there's a lot of that coming forward. And that's also really supportive of building, new beginnings, new relationships, because you're going to have this sense of who you are and what you want and what's important to you. There's a lot of passion and, soulmate and twin flame energy at this time. Whether or not that's something you believe in or follow, I will leave that up to you, but you will notice that there is like this magnetic attraction, and you're going to have these clear ideas and, and relationships, come forward. Whether you have new beginnings with relationships, or if you're already in a beautiful sacred relationship where you're growing together, then that is just going to strengthen and ground. And there's going to be this sense of, like the lion, this is literally a pen, like the lion, that sense of knowing. This is so strange. This was literally just on my table, so I thought I would say hi. I had a fortune cup of tea, and goodness, of course it landed on like here, Sun, Leo, heart. That's what it's all about. These are green tea leaves. That's how you do your fortune in the tea leaf. It also landed on the sign of here, where we're going to be like making decisions or forward planning. And I believe that this is the Aquarius aspect that's coming into play, because we have the sun in Aquarius right now, where we're seeing the bigger picture and able to sort of plan, some ways forward for things that mean something to us and the collective, for the better good of all. And it also was saying that there's some documents, or there's like there's like correspondence coming through. So it could be a text message, it could be important mail, but it could be legal documents, which is sort of what the tea leaves were showing. And it also came out with a big, like, okay. They've fallen a little bit since I had this, but it looked literally, the first thing I saw was okay, and then it was like full moon. And then, of course, the advice of, to just pay attention to the legalities. Like Aquarius is sort of like like the organizing, like sort of like the hierophant of the tarot in a way, like things in place, like the Akashic records and this information coming through. So yeah, just look out for those sort of signs, those documents, letters, messages. You don't want to miss any. You just want to be like clear on what's coming through, What else, my loves? Put your crystals out, because what it means, the crystals absolutely love the full moonlight. They just soak up the full moonlight. You'll just have a happy crystal once you put them out, which means, yes, look at this gorgeous Lemurian quartz. This beauty was just recently added to my collection. I'm so, oh my gosh, in awe of this crystal. But basically, pop it out under the full moonlight, and the crystals love the full moonlight at any time, but it's going to be absorbing these gorgeous energies through the Leo full moon, and that's going to last you until, it's sometimes going to last for like months, until you need to charge your crystal again, or you might want to pop it out for the next full moon in March. So yes, pop your crystals out. If you have a moment to look up at the moon, also grant yourself that gift, because the moon is always communicating with us, that light energy, and it's very healing for the third eye chakra and all of the energy chakras. So if you live in the city and you don't have like such a clear view, do know, and actually you don't even have to view the moon if it's behind the clouds and in the city and you just don't get to see the moon, do know that it is working through the 3D buildings and such. It's still going to reach you. You're an energetic spiritual being. But if you do have the opportunity to look up at the sky and see that glowing, beautiful moon and just pay her a little homage, say hello and allow that beautiful moon vibe to flow through to you, especially in the gorgeous sign of Leo. Oh, my darlings, you know what? I had a plan. I'm going to draw you a courage card. Oh, it's a stick, actually. It's called Spark of Courage. I just love these. Just a little thing from Amazon. And you can draw a little matchstick. And it's pretty much perfect for now. So pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. And I'm going to pick 3 of the matchsticks. And whichever is corresponding to you, you know the drill. I don't need to explain it. You guys know this stuff. So this is for number 1. This is your spark of courage, your little message of truth. Find a role model, number 1, who exemplifies courage for you and ask for advice. See, that's really cool. Find a role model who exemplifies courage for you and ask for advice. Yeah, Super cool. I'm sure they'll be stoked to be like, you think I have courage? Yes, I will help you. So ask somebody, literally if there's somebody that you just think, how did they do that? Or I really look up to them. You could research them if it's somebody that you don't get to personally message. Or maybe there's someone in your family that you just haven't even really realized that you really look up to them. And so this is a good opportunity to just say, how do you do that? How did you put that in place? How did you start your own business? How did you get the courage to ask out that chick? Tell me. If you chose number 2, use uplifting mantras. So ready? If you chose number 2, use uplifting mantras. I am full of courage. Or my actions conquer fear. So you'll literally stand and you'll use the mantra, I am full of courage, I am full of courage. Or my actions conquer fear. And that is so true. Action is like fear and worry's worst enemy. My actions conquer fear. My actions conquer fear. And this is so supported right now. This is the energy of now. It's backing you. Like now is the time. 11:11 on the time. Third, if you chose number 3, write down 10 things that you're scared of. 10 things that you're scared of. Then do the first one. As long as you're safe and all of that. Like keep it in like the realm of possibility. Just don't do it because scared. Write those things down. And then do the first one. Like I'm too scared to make a call, to whatever. Make the call. Let's do it. Wow. That's super cool. And some great thoughts to, think about during this moon is just sort of like, where has fear ever held us back? Because this is the time to just knock that fear out of the ballpark, my loves. Enjoy your happy full moon of February 2020. If you have any questions, send them through. And you can subscribe for your astrology readings. I'm really looking forward to coming back for the March readings because I had so much fun. I love it. I'll see you soon, darlings. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Hug, hug, hug. Big hugs for Leo season. Seriously. I'll see you soon. Bye.